What's up guys, DuArktik here with another Marvel Strike Force video, and in this video we're going to talk about the Astral team. We finally have the full team unlocked. We're able to test the team in a few places including Crucible, Dark Dimension and so on. And now we also even have the reworks. We already have the reworks in the game. Is this team a team that makes sense? Is this a team that you should put on defense? Is this a team I should put on offense? Well, it's very complicated, very complicated. And don't get me wrong, the team as a whole is not good, but the characters individually, they can be very useful. We have seen Shadow King already doing amazing things in Cosmic Crucible. Make sure to stay tuned for those upcoming videos. And we have seen other characters being useful as well. But the team as a whole, it just doesn't feel good. So we're gonna take a look once again at the Astral team, what worked and what didn't work, and why this team as a legendary team, it's probably an absolute failure. But as always, if you like information on these videos, make sure to share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content, and make sure to smash that like button like a boss. First off, we have to talk about the reworks. The reworks for Astral, they definitely make Emma Frost more interesting. Now she applies bleeds on the basic. That's gonna be more powerful against Null. She can also clear barrier in all game modes from all enemies, which is definitely powerful. The ultimate now steals health not just from the primary target, but from secondary targets as well, so it increases her damage output. And she can also give speed bar in Battle World. Some of this speed bar can be outside of Battle World, but this is a second turn ability, so that means because she goes so fast now, because they changed her speed from 111 to 127, that means you can no longer use this ability turn 1, and this is a big problem because now it really changes the dynamic of the team. We have even to change the ISO weights and D4s for them, because now the team is completely upside down with Emma Frost going first. In the past, she would be a fortifier, a skirmisher, or a raider, and now you could use her as a striker because of the bleed she applies. Even that she can go second, depending on the team that you have. This is something we're going to talk about in a second. Okay, so it's problematic. It's definitely problematic. The reworks, like I said, they are mostly based on Battle World. Now, the Shadow King, the passive ability, the attack that he does, it also attacks with a special. He also clears barrier. So, I'm going to be honest, you don't need to use Shadow King and Emma Frost on the same team. It doesn't even make sense to use Shadow King and Emma Frost on the same team. So, keep that in mind. And once again, we have special abilities just for Battle World. And once again, this is a big problem because this is a legendary team. This is a team that requires 12 Awaken abilities, and having all these abilities locked behind Battle World, it just doesn't feel good. And some of these abilities, they don't even make sense. Like, you're gonna use the full team, maybe in Cosmic Crucible, that's okay, but if you're gonna talk about Arena or Dark Dimension, you cannot even use some of these Awaken abilities. So why they are locking them against for specific game modes when you cannot even use them anyway? So I'm not really sure what's going on, but this team definitely feels like it was nerfed. The team feels like they should have been released like 6 months ago or 1 year ago, and just having the updated stats is not good enough. Let's take a look at some gameplay and see some of the problems with this team and why they are struggling so much in game modes like Alliance Wars. And then we'll see the amount of Awakened abilities they need in order for them to be good. It's absolutely crazy. Now, the envoys always face the cookie cutter teams. We are actually going to face real teams that we face in Alliance Wars. So for example, here we have Orkies with Mephisto. Guess what? This team is going to be obliterated because all the teams now are much faster than Astral. And this is why it doesn't even make sense to use the team together, because they're gonna get destroyed anyway. Now you're gonna face the Super Scroll Annihilators. Annihilators, they are kind of slow. Super Scroll is kind of fast. And guess what? This team, the Astral team, they get a bunch of buffs, so that's gonna make Super Scroll to go super fast. We can use the ultimate of Shadow King turn 1. Why did this happen? This happened because the Ancient One created with our basic, with a counter attack. Now, this is a good thing because with the Reworks, she has higher crit chance and higher crit damage. But once again, these abilities, some of these abilities are locked behind specific game modes. So we still don't have the consistency that we need in order for this team to perform well. So the Ancient One, she already died. We might be able to revive them with Doctor Strange, which is good. But you can see that the team is pretty much getting demolished. And now we're gonna summon Wong. But for some reason, Shadow King is not reviving, right? Because it was Gore who killed him. And that means pretty much game over right away. So the team, maybe when they are maxed out, maybe when the team is maxed out, they are good. But right now they are definitely not good. Against the teams that we face commonly in Alliance Wars, they just don't feel good. Okay, this is a team from last year. This is Out of Time plus Dormammu. This is popular in Alliance Wars. But once again, we are facing a team from last year. A team that does not have the new stats. Dormammu does not have the new stats. And we're gonna get destroyed. We barely win. We're gonna win. That's true. But we barely win. We are almost timing out. That's crazy. If they would have a little bit more purpleizer weight on the enemy team, we would probably not be able to beat this. Let's be honest about it. So we are actually trying to win. I'm actually playing this like I'm trying to win, but it's just not possible. The team just not works in a way that it's easy for us to manage. And now they have the revives, and now we're gonna give more buffs to our team. Now our team is stacked. We are fully stacked with buffs, evades, counters, offense subs, defense subs. Like we have everything, death proofs. But I don't know, the team is just way too slow or something, or the damage is not significant enough. And once again, because the passive of Shadow King, it only works in Battle World, we are still gonna face these situations in Alliance Wars, in Cosmic Crucible, where the damage of the team is just mediocre at best, and we're gonna get clapped. And once again, this is why I say that this team is strong, but not together. Separated, yes, together, no. Okay, so we finally, after 5 minutes, we are finally able to beat that Out of Time team. And now we have the Alpha Flight. Look how fast we get destroyed. It's crazy. It's crazy. In 30 seconds, this team is already destroyed. Now, now we're gonna face Hive Mind with a Tangle Web. And we almost lost. We didn't lose, but we almost lost. The Hive Mind almost snowballed us out of existence, and this is something that we have to be very, very careful. Just because you have the new stats does not mean that you're not going to get clapped. In Cosmic Crucible, for example, you can use Iron Patriot together with Hive Mind, and they are going to obliterate the Astral team, so keep that in mind. Okay, I think this is the last clip that we have to analyze, which is Alpha Flight, but this time we have Cosmic Ghost Rider. Now, the Astral team, they were designed to be Battle World team, but also Alliance Wars defensive team. And the Out of Time team works because they reduce the focus of the enemies, and they also reduce the damage of the enemies. And if we don't have a mechanic like that with Astral, it's gonna be really, really difficult for us to deal with it. So you can see that in one place we had the Cosmic Ghost Rider and we won. And the other one, we didn't have Cosmic Ghost Rider and we were not able to win. And this is the problem, is that the Astral team, just having the new stats alone, is not enough for them to win. They need some kind of passive that allows the characters to survive the same way that Out of Time also has the passive that allows them to survive. Okay, so going back into the game, Shadow King is a legendary. We're gonna take a look at an upcoming video with Shadow King, where we can actually use Shadow King to his full potential, not on his team, on a different team, which is kind of lame, but it's actually quite cool. And the Shadow King, he actually destroys Black Knight in Cosmic Crucible, so this is definitely something that you should be on the lookout for. And in terms of the other characters, it's not looking good, like Moondragon, Doctor Strange, Emma Frost, Ancient One. These characters can have some value together with other characters, but they are not running the show. And the reworks like they had, like I said, they are not very great because they are very specific for game modes. And even if you have the Awaken abilities, they will not guarantee you to have those effects, right? So in Battle World, gain more crit damage, in Battle World gain more crit chance, and even if you do the Awaken abilities, you are not getting any of those. It's kind of trash, right? 12 Awaken abilities, some of them free to play, other of them you have to spend tons of power cores, gold, you have to spend money. I don't know, guys, like, I don't know. This team kind of feels like Nowhere. When Nowhere was released, it was kind of garbage. And this team as a whole, it feels kind of garbage as well, even after the reworks. Now, we have this situation here from the envoys, which I think it's good to point out, that the team was bad until you start putting a lot of Awaken abilities, right? So you can see right here 2 Awaken abilities, 5 Awaken abilities, 6, 7, 8 Awaken abilities, 9, 10 Awaken abilities. So until you get all these Awaken abilities unlocked, the team does not start to win in Alliance Wars. So this is a big deal. This is a big deal. You need tons and tons of Awaken abilities until the team finally starts to work. It's not the way it's supposed to be. And like I said, they are facing cookie cutter teams from 10 years ago that have stats that no longer matter. And that's why some of these teams win. For example, here, New Avengers. They only win against New Avengers because the Tigre, for example, has like 1.5 million health. And then we have Doctor Strange that has like almost 10 times that amount, right? 5 times, 6 times, 7 times the amount of health the other characters have. So, I mean, it's no surprise that they are winning, right? Because they have 10x more times the stats. And I don't know, guys. You guys let me know in the comments below, how do you feel about this team? Do you agree with me that the parts are stronger than the team as a whole? Or this team needs another rework? In my opinion, it needs a stronger rework. This one was okay, but once again, because so many of the things are limited to Battle World specifically, it's not good enough. Sure, they perform better against Null, which is important, but they should have some viability in other game modes as well. In my opinion, it makes no sense that we have teams like Spider Society that are amazing in all game modes, and Battle World, which is a legendary team, that is only good in one game mode. But that's going to be the video, guys. You guys let me know in the comments below what you think about these topics. And as always, if you like the information on these videos, make sure to share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe for more Mouse Force content, and I'll catch you guys later.